It's been a good minute since I last did a comic review, so for this occasion, I bring you The Crooked Man and his not-so-scary crooked Catgirl by William Kearney, who's known as the writer of the God's Wrath series, featuring a gender-swapped Sun Wukong. If God's Wrath is anything to go by, Kearney certainly has an interest in incorporating tales, legends, mythologies, and even religions into settings that reflect human nature. In Crooked Man, Kearney takes the titular urban legend named Augustine and adds a more comedic element by giving him a Catgirl. This Catgirl, named Belle, tags along with Augustine whenever he's summoned, as he also takes care of her. Though sometimes things may not go as planned on their ventures. The comic opens with a man reciting the Crooked Man nursery rhyme before summoning Augustine himself, who has a very creepy and memorable two-face scene going on. The visit doesn't exactly go well for Augustine as Belle gets in an accident while the two were in the middle of making a deal, leaving Augustine to become desperate to have the situation turn in his favor. And as soon as the man acknowledges how cute Belle is, well, let's not get ahead of things. What follows is some very interesting world building regarding beings known as phobias, who consist of any urban legend or spirit you can think of. And on top of this, the comic introduces the main conflict of the story, as it appears that Augustine may have lost his edge, as no one seems to take him very seriously anymore, or find him as threatening as he used to be. Now he has to find a way to restore himself to his former glory, all while having to take care of Belle, who certainly doesn't help matters with her attitude and demeanor. On paper, the very idea of the Crooked Man and his not-so-scary crooked Catgirl sounds flat out ridiculous, and that is intentional, because not only is this comic self-aware, but it plays heavily on this particular sort of comedy, resulting in something that surprisingly works very well. Aside from its ridiculous yet interesting premise, with equally as interesting character dynamics, the artwork by J.V. Kanzaki is really good. Kanzaki does a fantastic job building and complementing the tone and atmosphere of Kearney's story with heavy shadows, unique angles, exaggerated facial expressions, a wide range of visual comedy, and the amount of detail in each drawing. The character designs certainly benefit as Augustine truly looks and feels like a sinister entity. Meanwhile, in contrast, Belle is, well, see for yourself. Overall, issue 1 of The Crooked Man and his not-so-scary crooked Catgirl is very good. It's a very neat preface for a story with lots of potential in terms of mixing horror and comedy, showcased by some great visuals. And you can read this story over at Webtoons, or if you're lucky, you can pick up a physical copy whenever William Kearney is at a convention. And at the time of this video, issue 2 is available to read as well, and you can read both issues with a link in the description. Needless to say, I'm very interested in seeing how this story unfolds. Also, I actually edited a promo for this comic, which you can watch right now.
There was a crooked man, and he walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked style. He bought a
spooky, scary, crooked Catgirl, meow.
Indeed, my crooked cat. You are unrivaled when it comes to terror.
Rawr! Beware, customer people, for the only thing scarier than Belle is her love and devotion towards her master.
Well said. Only the foolish would say you're not frightening.
Yes, Belle's thick thighs save lives, but they can also take them.
I have no words for that. A tale as adorable as it is haunting.
What was that first word, Master?
Nothing! The Crooked Man and his, not so scary, crooked Catgirl.
Rawr! Fear Belle! Meow!
Appreciate you guys tuning in, and I want to give a special shout out to my channel members and my supporters on Patreon, so if you like what you see, then consider supporting the channel with a link in the description, where for at least a single $1 you can get access to my Discord server, and you can also unlock other perks like early access to videos and exclusive content. Also want to give a shout out to Mr. Pistachio for contributing to the Patreon. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and this is TitanGoji, signing off.